Hi crafters, it's Cynthia. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be doing a small card with the Spellbinders Small Die of the Month for April 2019, and it's called the Layered Colorful Blooms die set. And these are just simply amazing. I've been playing around with them and trying different combinations and then using the suggested combinations from the Spellbinders website as far as putting these all together. So I've gone ahead and created, you can see over here, some different layered flowers. I've got a larger layered flower here. I have some layered leaves that I cut out. I created a couple of these smaller blossoms and then a couple of these really cute little flower buds. And a little trick I wanted to share with you is if you love the look of layered flower dies like this, but you're thinking, well, wait a minute, I don't have 75 different colors of cardstock. I've got white, I've got black, I've got craft, just a handful of basic colors and that's it. Well, what I did for each one of these things I created, I cut them out of white cardstock and colored them with my Spectrum Noir alcohol markers. And I have a vast array of alcohol marker colors, both Spectrum and Copic. And between both of those lines, I was able to come up with a whole bunch of different color combinations, and it really solved the problem. So for the word die that says hello, I actually used a really beautiful charcoal gray colored cardstock that I had in my stash. And then that piece of charcoal paper is the center here of the yellow flowers and the center of my red flower. So anyway, definitely if you don't have a bunch of colored cardstocks, don't worry about it, because as long as you can color your paper with something, then you should definitely have more than enough colors to create these layered flowers. So let me go ahead. This is just going to be an A2 card side folding. So I have my base ready to go. And then for papers, these are two different 12 by 12 sheets from a card kit that my mom got, and for whatever reason she just never used the papers that came in it, so she gave them to me, which is awesome, and I was more than happy to take them. So anyway, I cut down two of the papers, and it's going to completely cover my card front. So that'll be the background for my flowers. And then just to add a little texture and something different, I'm going to run 3 strands of black and white baker's twine here along the gap between the two papers. So because I want to attach this flat to my card base, I didn't want to wind the twine around the paper, which is an option, but you have to know that you're going to add bulk. So to avoid that, I'm just going to take some of my 1/4 inch score tape, and I'm just going to run a piece of that along the seam. So that is the card base. And again, Since I know I'm done with this piece, I'm going to go ahead and attach it to the base. It's funny, I haven't made a card video for so long. I feel really scattered, like I don't know how to do it or something. I am out of practice, so I apologize. All right. And I don't want to have any overhang, but if I do, I want it to be on an edge I can trim. So I don't want that card front to go over the folding edge. I want to keep that edge pristine. And then if there's any adjustments that need to be done, I can do it after the fact. So my card base is a little long. So I'm going to get my little handy guillotine and just trim that down. It's not much, but it's enough. So see, just that little tiny bit. Perfect. All right, now for attaching the flowers, I had a picture on my phone of the arrangement, but guess what? I'm using my phone to record the video, so I'm gonna have to wing it just a tiny bit, but I think I remember my main idea. So my hello is going to be sitting here in the lower corner once I get that attached, and then this piece I wanted to be kind of the center of my little arrangement. So let me go ahead and pull off the back of this foam circle. So this one can go right about here. And like I said, these flowers are just so pretty, and you can really customize your layout to anything you want. So I'm going to be using these dies quite a bit. But I wanted one to hang down a bit like that. And I think, what's the best adhesive? I'm so in love with this Simon Says Craft Tacky Glue. So because of the dimension, and I do want to just let my my little pieces kind of stick up just a bit. There's no reason to get them completely stuck down. As long as it's held very securely in some spot, you should be good to go. And then, now what I did for this little flower is you can see that I wanted some of it to be kind of sticking up. So I put just a little bit of my Scotch foam tape here under two petals. And then that way I can kind of have it a little bit tucked, but a little bit out as well. So, and then I did the same thing over here with this. And then I want to get this down here because once I put, I mean, you kind of have to think about how you want your layers to work. So that's why it's kind of nice to do your arranging first and get a real solid idea of the look you're going for, and then start bringing in your glue and tape and all of that. So there we go there. This one I was going to tuck under just a little bit more. I think I'll leave that for just a second. And then these two I just wanted to put here, and then I do have a little more foam tape behind my buds. So again, I'm going to get a little bit of dimension. I've had way too much caffeine. My hands are shaky, so oh boy, this video is a hot mess. All right, put this over here. And I kind of wanted my buds together a little bit, but I don't know. Oh dear. Yep, I think that looks cute. And then I'm going to take the paper off of this. Tuck that under. There we go. And then the final step is to put down my hello. And what I did for this, I forgot to mention, but I actually did 3 layers of this cardstock. And this is a nice weight cardstock. This is Simon Says Stamp Slate cardstock. And it's nice and thick all on its own. But I went ahead and did 3 layers of it so that this piece feels kind of like a chipboard, you know, die cut piece that you would purchase. And then with all the dimension in the flowers, I didn't want my sentiment to be completely flat. So for a very last embellishment, I'm going to bring in a little more yellow by using the Nuvo Crystal Drops, and this color is Dandelion Yellow. And I just really wanted to, you know, brighten it up and bring in a little extra yellow. So I like to start any kind of drops or stickles or anything off to the side. And that just helps ensure that I'm not going to have an accidental blowout on my project, because that would definitely be disappointing. I've been training myself carefully to quit while I'm ahead as far as the droplets go, because it's very easy to, you know, put too many droplets on your layout. So I think that 5 is a great amount for something like this. All right, so there is my finished card. I think it came out really, really nice. It was exactly what I had in mind, and it was a super fun way to use all of those pretty layered flower dies. So I hope that you enjoyed following along, and I have to be careful. I keep shaking my new camera mount, so I apologize for that. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this project. Thank you so much for following along with me. I hope that you're having fun crafting wherever you are, and I'll see you all again soon with another card project. Bye-bye.